Today for the E36, I kind of have a fun project planned, and I got a new camera. It's the Sony ZV-1F. But anyways, for the project that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using a, I guess this is like a fuel cell style tank. This is 2.5 gallons, and I'm going to be putting water sprayers on my rear tires. And before anybody says this is to help brake traction, it is not to brake traction. It is mainly just to cool the tires once I'm done drifting. So once the tire stops spinning, I'll have the sprayers mounted right here, and then they just start spraying the tires, help cool them down and like harden the rubber, and I think it helps them last longer is what I've been told. So kind of the plan I have, just to break this down, I have a water pump right here. It's like a Rocklite wiring harness. It's kind of just like a relayed harness with a switch on it, so I think that'll work pretty well. I have some fittings, some hose. So pretty much my plan is I'll have a hose coming off of the tank. It'll go into the water pump, and then it'll kind of tee off. Coming from here, it'll go through these, go into each tire. So I'm hoping it'll kind of be a simple setup, but I guess we'll see. First thing that we can do is just mount the tank. So I'm thinking this will be a good spot. It actually fits a lot better than I thought. In my head, the trunk was a little bit smaller, but it's actually pretty tall and we'll have a lot of room to fill it. So I think we'll mount it there. I might even try to rotate it like this maybe. Even that would work pretty good. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to move around a little bit and see what works best. So unfortunately I cannot find my tripod, which normally I try to like prop the camera up so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. But I have no idea where it went, so I'm just going to have to skip the filming on this part because I have no way to prop it up. But I got some of these riv nuts, some fasteners, so I'm going to drill the hole. I think I'm going to mount it like right there. I think that'll be pretty good. Seems like it's pretty sturdy there. It also has a foot back there. But yeah, I'm going to drill those holes, get it all mounted up. So I got some riv nuts right there, right there, and right there. And honestly, that's pretty sturdy. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I guess we can now just figure out the plumbing, which I'm going to keep this one plugged. I'm going to move this plug to the top and then keep this one open for a vent. And then I think this one we'll just have come down here to our water pump. Here is the water pump, nicely packaged, and it actually shows you which direction the water flow is, so that's kind of nice. I'm not super sure of where I can mount it. Maybe like right there or something. I don't know, but I'll figure out a good spot, then we'll mount it up. It also came with some clamps, which is really nice. Okay, so we have the rubber hose. I'm going to cut it to size. I'll probably start this left side first, which I'm going to try to be kind of conservative. I'm just going to cut it right here. Boom. Now we're going to put this on that side. Let's see if I can get this to fit through. And it does. It goes right through. Perfect. Okay, so I ran into an issue with the hose. If you want to come over here. So this hose I think is too big from like the video that I saw where the guy got him. So he put this hose, I guess something smaller, he put it inside of this elbow, which I didn't need the elbow anymore, so I guess that kind of works out. But anyways, I had to order a bar fitting that connects to a 1/4 NPT so I can fit it into there. So I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow to get that. But it's kind of as far as we can go today until we decide to do the wiring and stuff, which I don't really feel like doing. But yeah, we got it mostly plumbed up. Alright, so as you can see, I got the little fitting that I was waiting for. So not this piece I'm screwing off, but there's a little barb fitting on the inside that goes to a 1/4 NPT. And then I'm going to put some sealant on this, and then that's going to screw on. I'm going to drill a hole on this metal piece back here, and then it's kind of just going to mount up like that. And then, where did it go? I have this little flat tip nozzle. So it'll kind of just make the water go flat, which will kind of be cool. Alright, so I got this right side done where it's going through here. And then it goes to that gold fitting, and then it just goes through there, and then goes to the flat tip fitting. So I think that'll look pretty good. So this side feels sturdy. Now I'm just going to go and do the left side. So now the plumbing is mostly finished. I got the left side done. That just goes in there, connects to the water pump, and then I have this side going into the right tire. I think it looks pretty clean. I'm happy with how it came out. But now, since this stuff is done, now we can finally get to the wiring, which I have this like off-road Rocklite wiring relay kit with a switch. So let's figure out how to do that. Alright, so I have a basic understanding of how this relay kit works. So we have our positive and ground, which are going to go to the pump. And then we have, following that wire, it goes to this positive and black connection. Positive and ground, which are just going to go to the battery terminal. From there, that's going to power it. You have a fuse right here, a relay there, and then a wire going through the body, which is going to come out, follow there, and then it's going to go to a switch right there. So I think that's going to be the best case scenario. We might have to extend some wires or like extend those terminals. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so this is all wired up. It's very messy. I'm going to fix it, but this is just to see how well it actually works so far. So I don't even have like the relay mounted, but I'm going to pull the switch back through, put some water in the tank, and then let's test it. That's probably good. Let's grab this cap, put that back on. Alright, so now here's the switch. Alright, so the light turns on. Let's see if anything came out. Let's check the other side. Oh, this side's leaking. Oh, maybe it's just from the tip. I'd say that works pretty good. So it's definitely hitting this edge, but I think the pressure is so high that it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty well. Let's check for any leaks. Don't see any. Hopefully this doesn't drain the battery of the car, because the car is not even on right now, but it's alright. So that is going to be it for today's video. This is kind of a fun project, and I'll probably do a follow-up video, probably at the track, to see if I actually notice a difference with these sprayers. But I think they're pretty cool, and it's still kind of subtle. But obviously it does hit like this spot, but the majority it's still hitting the tire, which I'm happy about.